My name is Kelly, and I am the Public Relations Representative at Flying Lizard Motorsports. I don't think there was ever a specific moment when I realized I wanted to work in motorsports. It just kind of happened, and I woke up one morning and realized, oh, this is my job. In my first job in racing, I was a volunteer in the kart series. I delivered parts to the teams, I worked in tech inspection, I did some video work, and eventually I started doing paddock tours in the Champ Car World Series, which is kind of what ignited my love for public relations. After spending some time in Formula BMW and the Atlantic Series, I joined the marketing team at Skip Barber Racing School. A couple years after that, I got an offer to come over into sports cars, and I've been here ever since, and I love it. I joined Flying Lizard through Dion von Molke, who was driving with the team at the time. He hired me as his PR rep in 2013, and at the beginning of 2014, I finally decided to approach the team manager, Eric Ingraham, and ask him if they needed PR help. We did a trial race, and the Lizards came back at the end of the weekend and said that they'd like to have me on board. While a big part of my job is babysitting race car drivers, there's much more to it than that. It's everything from writing press releases to handling the social media, setting up interviews for the drivers, getting them to their appointments on time, and I think most importantly, giving the media all the tools, photos, and information that they need to cover our team on a regular basis.
Kelly has been such an asset to our team. She's been with us for several years now, and it's a pleasure to work with Kelly, obviously. You know, from the marketing side, we have so many different facets to our program, and what I like is that it's not just a marketing person that writes a press release and we're done. Kelly does a lot for the program. She is very inventive as far as what we need to do and how we expand our marketing reach and the different facets of the program. It's not just a PR person writing a press release. She's got great advice. She understands the industry. You know, she handles our website stuff. She handles the drivers. She does a lot more beyond just a standard PR person. And really, I mean, Kelly's an asset we couldn't do without, and it's been a pleasure working with her.
One of the more challenging things about public relations is that your job doesn't stop when the checkered flag drops or when the race weekend is over. Public relations is a constant conversation between you and the fans, and you and the media, you and the manufacturers, and there's so much more to it than just covering a race weekend. Another challenge of the job is the style in which you communicate to a manufacturer is different than what it would be with your team owners and what it would be with your fans and the media. So you have all these various channels, and each one requires a different type of communication and different information that you need to get out. And so as a PR rep, you always have to manage that and handle it in the best way possible, because overall it reflects on your brand.
You know, you never really see what it's about until you get home and you see it on Facebook, or it's all behind the scenes work, but it's much needed in this day and age, and really gives our fans an inside look at what we do, and she does a very good job with it. It's pretty impressive.
What I like most about my job is just the ability to give race fans an experience that they may have never had before. So whether it's taking them under the tent and showing them the car, or letting them sit in it, or giving them an autograph, or just anything that could bring a special moment to them is what makes this so cool.
The fact that she's with Flying Lizard Motorsport says a lot about her capabilities. Because again, I think Flying Lizard has the whole, they see the big picture and they have all the right pieces to the puzzle. And I would say that she's a very intricate part of that puzzle.
My advice for people who want to do public relations in motorsports is don't do it because you think you just get to hang out with race car drivers. That is barely what this job is about. Because there's so much communication involved, go to school and get a degree for PR or marketing or communications. Anything that teaches you the skills necessary to do the communication side of this. Also learn everything that you can about motorsports so that you're not just a PR rep who can write well, you're a PR rep who can cover the sport well. If I weren't in racing, I would probably be a theater teacher somewhere in a high school, or maybe working for a nonprofit. I'd also love to work in other sports as well. I think soccer would be a fun sport to work in, or maybe even hockey. On a rare occasion that I'm not at the track, I'm usually exploring and traveling some new place that I haven't been to yet. My favorite thing about Flying Lizard Motorsports is the people. We're a close-knit family, and everyone respects everyone else, and everyone just does such a great job. And the team just functions at such a high level of efficiency, and you're really among some of the best in the sport here.
What can you say about social media?
Oh, Kelly, you should plug your ears.
Doesn't help.
I was a volunteer working in tech. Who's the weirdest? You. You are definitely the weirdest person I've ever met. Yep, I'd say so.
You're gonna have a lot of editing on that.
Thank you for your participation. You guys done? You can go now. That's all I got. Yeah, can you get out of the way now?
You're not listening to me? Seriously, you can hear me. Really? Plug in your ears and you're acting like you can't hear me? Really? No, I'm not even started.
Dealing with Kelly is probably the most difficult part of my job.
You just wait until you're in this seat, okay?
All right, I'll start over. I need to start over on that one.
This is hard.
And she's fun to work with, I guess. She makes me laugh.